at night. I went to bed at 2:30, and then I woke up at work for 5:30. Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah,
Bro,
dude.
I'm
That's the real world. People like work.
Bro, this is great. I'm getting bodied.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we were live.
I did subtly. I slid in the DMs.
Nice.
I didn't even turn on my studio lights.
We were late.
Honestly, I like the faux lighting that you have there, Tom. It like kind of makes you look a little mysterious. It's kind of like a Heart of Darkness where you don't see the guy. Yes.
Who's hosting?
Brandon.
Brandon.
I actually beat it. Oh no!
Childish trickster games over here.
Do you want me to host? You don't want me to host.
No, we do not want you to host. Brandon made the whole thing anyway, so
exactly.
Welcome to that Clickbait Sports.
GPS.
I'm Brandon. I don't know what show this is, Perna.
Yes.
You've been navigated to Clickbait Sports.
You've reached your destination.
We are 5 sports dudes who make sports videos on YouTube. And for whatever reason, we do it together on Thursdays. And for an even more perplexing reason, you guys show up.
And show out.
And it's been a busy week in the old NFL. A lot of free agency moves. What always surprises me, but I always forget about free agency, is it's wild for like 48 hours, right? It's signing, boom, boom, big news, but then it keeps going. Like there's like another week of there's so many guys who are going to keep changing teams. So we're going to look through some of the moves today and grade which teams got better, worse, stayed the same. And I'm sure we'll talk about all of our own individual teams. And that's how we're going to get through the day. Maybe Scooter and I will get some clarity on what our punishment actually should be, since we didn't solidify it last week. And we have Tree's punishment today.
I thought y'all were supposed to sing a duet.
Yeah, but like we got to figure that out exactly.
We did not do any work for it. I think even better, you pick a song right now and you just get the punishment over with, and it just
sing Islands in the Stream.
Yeah, you do it right now. Like, because you already picked a song last week, didn't you?
Yeah, but I don't know the song.
That's even better.
Is there a way to do it like with the
lyrics?
Bouncy ball? No.
Honestly, just put the bed music, download it, and put it on StreamYard, and then we can start from there.
Yeah.
See,
we'll figure that out later on in the show.
There's music. There's music here, I think.
Brandon,
right?
what's our first talking point here? Get us going.
Well, our first talking point is going to be Tree's punishment from
there we go.
A couple weeks ago. Do you want to set this up, Tree?
Well, I was told a couple weeks ago that I had to do an AI scripted version of the Cleveland Browns beating the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 2020 playoff game. I did a couple takes, so I blended a good bit of it together. So got the best of the best. So I hope it's as bad as I think it's gonna be.
I know it will be.
Oh, it's gonna be hardcore bad. I mean, it is pain incarnate, and I'm looking forward to dying. So here it is, the AI rendition of the Steelers Browns game.
So the AI
losing sucks. Oh my God, losing sucks. Hello, you degenerates. Welcome back to another edition of Losing Sucks, where we take a look at some of the most humiliating losses in sports history. And today we're talking about one of the greatest upsets of the 2020 NFL season. That's right. We're talking about the Cleveland Browns beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game was supposed to be a cakewalk for the Steelers. They started out the year 11-0, had won the AFC North with a 12-4 record, and were the favorites to beat the Browns, who were playing without their head coach and some key players due to COVID-19 protocols. But the Browns had other plans. They came out firing on all cylinders, scoring 28 points in the first quarter alone. Baker Mayfield was on fire. throwing for 263 yards and 3 touchdowns. And the Browns' defense was dominant, sacking Ben Roethlisberger 4 times and intercepting him 4 times.
Way to go! Woo! 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 Yeah, touchdown! Yeah, touchdown!
The real story of this game was the Browns fans. They suffered through years of disappointment and heartbreak. But on this night, they finally had something to cheer about. And boy, did they let the world know it. So to all you Steelers fans out there, I have one thing to say. Suck it. You thought you were going to walk all over the Browns, but you got your asses handed to you. And to Browns fans, enjoy this moment. This is a game you'll remember for the rest of your lives. It shows that anything is possible, and that even the most downtrodden team can rise up and become a champion. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da.
This show sucks. Yeah, it's I mean, it kind of got it better.
GPT wrote that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like it got better because the first time I tried it, it turned me into Blippi.
That's not bad at all, Tree. Like
Yeah.
that just shows you how the future is going to be and how weird AI already is making some things.
I'm getting replaced by a Chat GPT.
Yeah,
bot
I mean, we're
and
all
one of
getting
the
replaced by a
trained
Chat GPT.
AI
bot. I mean,
voices.
And
yeah.
just so y'all know, Chat GPT 4 just dropped. So if y'all want to go and play around with that one, punish Tree again today. I'm just
No,
saying. Like,
no.
I'm just saying. We
No
could
punishment.
see
No
what the
punishment.
advanced version does.
I
Did
do
it write
love-
in? Did it
Yeah.
write in the swear word?
No,
Well, you put that in then.
I guess
So you
yeah.
cheated.
You cheated.
I didn't really cheat. I mean, I kind of like saying "Hello, you degenerates." I feel like I could probably make
That's
that
on
into my
brand.
slogan.
That's good.
Hello, you degenerates.
Tom, what were you about to say? You were about to say
I love how Tree, like, it's distinct. He puts on his work voice. Like, he has like, his, like, normal talking voice, but, like, once it comes to, like, work, it's just, like, days of our state. Like, it literally, it's a different...
That's the problem. I don't even feel like it's that different. I feel
It
like
is.
I don't
It's
feel
so
like
good.
it's that different.
Your
It's
normal
like-
speaking
it's like
voice, like, a
your
little
newscaster
bit
voice.
higher. It seems like a
Same
little
way
bit more, like...
newscasters do.
Yeah.
problem is like if I go higher, it's just I feel like it just like every time I put emphasis in something, it's just like the balls get in a vice grip. It's not good.
I like that though. I like that punishment, Tree. That
We've
is
all
a
been
10 out
there.
of 10 punishment.
Yeah,
Good
that was
job.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could do better.
You
With
should
minimal
really just
effort.
turn that into a series there.
Yeah, just
Losing sucks.
Yeah,
Chat
once a week, just have
GPT.
Chat GPT write your video
Mhm.
and see if we can tell the difference. Honestly, that's
Ooh.
what you should do.
that is.
I could tell in some regards where it was kind of different, especially in some of the middle parts, but
Fitty.
it was all right.
Okay.
Oh, fit it bomb.
Oh,
Fit it
fit.
bomb.
Brandon, what are we
Please
doing?
tell me.
What are we
Oh,
talking
God, it's
about,
too
Brandon?
Oh,
Guide
yeah, we got a
us.
show to do.
Okay. So we got all of the free agency moves right here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot has
All of
happened.
Mm.
So we can reference this list. This is the list we'll be referencing to figure out which teams are better, worse, or the same. It starts, what does it start in the AFC East?
Yep, the
We just
East.
start at the top and go down
Ooh.
because we
And then
also
we have
got the tier for this. The issue is I can only share one of those screens at a time.
Well, you don't have to share the moves. You can just list them out and just
Yep.
have the tier maker on.
Okay, I'll list them and then you guys debate them.
Well, because we are master debaters.
Right. All right. So we got the Bills as of right now. They bring in quarterback Kyle Allen, receiver returner Deontay Hardy, offensive guard Connor McGovern. I believe that's former Bronco Connor McGovern. That's a 3-year, $23 million deal. Unless that's a different Connor McGovern.
That is a different Connor McGovern. That is the Cowboys Connor McGovern.
Oh,
how many Connor
wow.
McGoverns are there?
It's a lot
But-
of Cowboys.
They did sign Matt Milano, and a lot of people thought he might be gone. They lost Tremaine Edmonds though. Safety Jordan Poyer's returning, so that's big. And
Coming
they
back.
re-signed punter Sam Martin, 3-year deal. So that's where Buffalo's at.
I'll see.
I'm going to start it off just because they got my boy Connor McGovern, who all of the Cowboys just thought was just going to come back. Let's go better for the Bills. For me, that's my vote.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say they stayed the same. And they didn't make any big splashes. They didn't lose any big pieces. I mean, Tremaine Edwards kind of got toasted last
Edmonds.
year, so I think.
Yeah, Edmonds is
Whatever.
gone. He got
Yeah.
paid.
Yeah. So, yeah, it'll be interesting with DeMar Hamlin's robot body out there next year, what they do with that. But I think the Bills stayed the same.
I would say they stayed the same mostly. Once again, that subtraction of Tremaine Edmonds, I feel like he would do better in a different scheme. He kind of got exposed because he got forced to do a lot last year. Adding McGovern for the offensive line does help a bit, but I feel like what would really take them over the top is if they added Brandon Allen to create the 3 Allen quarterback system, and if they had signed Alan Lazard so they can just be called the Buffalo Allens.
And get Marcus Allen to come in and be running backs coach.
Yes, that will bring him back from the 80s.
Head coach Dennis
From the Dallas Cowboys. He was a
Yes.
Larry Allen was a beast. He also messaged me once on Instagram. So
Yeah.
They also lost Case Keenum,
Big
guys.
cat.
They lost
Yeah.
Case Keenum.
Yeah. Case Keenum is no more.
Yep.
Case Keenum, Kyle Allen. We'll call it same.
All right.
Yes.
Here's a team that I think's interesting. I think same works for Bills. The Dolphins, and we'll start with Grossi's opinion here. They bring in quarterback Mike White. They keep both running
legend.
backs, Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson. They take Broncos tight end Eric Saubert, guard Dan Feeney, linebacker David Long. That's a really nice pickup for them.
Yep.
Very cheap too. Nick Needham. They trade for Jalen Ramsey and safety Deshaun Elliott added.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins got better.
Yeah, they
I mean, just you having Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey in that secondary, I think that's already going to make
Yeah,
them
just
better. I
Ramsey
think
alone. Yeah.
they have Ramsey's not the same guy that he was. Like people were saying, like, oh, he's still in his prime. He's not. But
he was a mess last year.
No, he's still a solid corner at the very minimum. So I think you have a good secondary back there. I mean, because Byron Jones is not there. So
Yeah, Jones got cut. I don't think he's playing again, unfortunately.
yeah, I don't think so.
Jones
Igbenogany
didn't get
hasn't
cut.
developed.
He didn't get cut. He retired.
Yeah,
retired.
well, he got released by the Dolphins.
Okay.
So I think they're better, and I really like Wilson and Mostert together. So I think like that's a good tandem that they have. So they should be fine. It's honestly just going to depend on Tua's health. So
Dolphins got better. Any way you look at it, we can move on.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you let me switch here, you stupid computer?
Yeah, you
you
stupid
take your time.
computer.
Take your time.
Computers really are
Dumbass
stupid.
Computer. While you're switching that, I'm running a promo on Benchwarmer Brew this week.
What the hell's going on over here?
Use the code 5 points at benchwarmerbrew.com for 15% off your total order.
Look at
Okay.
him whore out. There you
Only
go.
one-
That's the salesman tactic.
New customers, existing customers, whatever, use the code 5 points on the 5 points blend. You can actually get any coffee or whatever, but use that code
Get the armchair blend.
Benchwarmerbrew.
Get Tom-
Trust
tea
that
bags.
company, though, guys. Could you really trust that company?
I mean, what about Tom's Tea? Or
Yeah,
I'm
Tom's
pretty
stuff?
sure I don't have many left. I think there's just
Yeah.
a couple Earl Grey left, and it's been gone.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, they didn't make any
Patriots.
more?
Oh, the Patriots signed Juju most recently.
They lost Jacoby Myers too, but they also cut Brian Hoyer just now, so maybe they got better.
Ooh, yeah. So, yeah, they bring in James Robinson, Juju Smith-Schuster, James Ferentz, who was a Broncos lineman a long time ago, another Broncos lineman, Calvin Anderson, Riley Reef. So that's 3 linemen. Ferentz is going back there, though. Raekwon McMillan, Mac Wilson, linebacker, 1-year deal. Their big retainer, Jonathan Jones, corner. And they signed safety Jabril Peppers on a 2-year deal.
I like the Jabril Pepper signing,
Yeah,
but
it's
I
good
feel
to
like
remember.
they're kind of the same because like there's nothing that puts them over of like, wow, now they're gonna be woo.
I mean, and just even looking at their division, they are probably the worst team in the division now.
That's
Unless
scary.
somebody like randomly falls apart, it's like the AFC West.
Unless
last
they get
year.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Well, do you
That
think they
sounds
trust
like a
Mac Jones?
Belichick big brain move, though. to
I'm
go out
same.
and
Yeah.
get Lamar.
I'm with you guys. Same.
Their
yeah, they say the same.
their
I'm the
key
same.
losses: Johnny Smith, Jacoby Myers.
They got a
But,
7 for Smith.
They
Yeah.
swapped Jacoby for Juju Smith-Schuster,
which is
that's
relatively
very
the
similar.
same. That's lateral because Juju Smith-Schuster works best as a number 2 receiver, like he did in Kansas City and in Pittsburgh with Antonio Brown. If you're relying on him being a number 1, then, I mean, he's going to have trouble separating from elite corners. That's just how he is.
We got to remember, Juju Smith won a Super Bowl. That's going to be a question on Jeopardy in a couple, maybe 5-10 years from now.
You think
Keep
so?
that in mind. He won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. Juju.
He was the primary
Smith-Schuster.
catalyst behind the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl.
He was the
What
only
would
reason.
He
the
was.
big question
He
be?
was.
As
He
I
got
said,
held when it mattered most.
What
The-
receiver?
Patrick Mahomes was a
What
system
TikTok
quarterback.
receiving star?
Okay, so
this TikTok star danced his way to a Super Bowl in 2023.
TikToker wins Super Bowl. All right, Jets. They got Alan Lazard. That's the big one. Solomon Thomas staying with them. Quincy Williams sticking with his brother. And then safety Chuck Clark in a trade with the Ravens. And kicker Greg the Leg re-signing.
I think we have to wait for this one. This is a TBD if you think about it. Because if they do sign all these players that Aaron Rodgers wants, they could be getting worse if you think about it.
Maybe.
This
I would
is-
say,
I mean,
too,
it
you have to
is
wait.
fair.
You have to see what they get in return for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
if
you
they
had
don't sign
Rodgers.
I don't think they're getting better.
I think they're getting better even if they didn't sign a single person because Breece Hall is coming back.
Yep. And Elijah Vera Tucker. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but you're
he
not
was also
making the
coming back.
playoffs
But
with Zach
if you're coming
Wilson.
back, wouldn't that just be the same though?
So, but no, what I'm like, they're gonna get Aaron Rodgers. It's literally just compensation. So I think you could say that they.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair category, right?
Rod Purgatory.
Rogers Purgatory. I don't know why.
You
it
gotta
wrote it
wait.
like
It says
that.
Rod
Purgers a Tory.
Yes, a Tory.
I'm just
Look.
excited for Garrett Wilson.
If Rodgers comes, no one's arguing that on paper they're a
And for Garrett
playoff
Wilson
team,
too.
right? They're a playoff
He
team.
was very nice
Yeah.
at the
They get
NFL
traded
draft.
to the Packers.
They
They
will
were
be
not-
better.
Yes.
He's not
But
getting
they're in
traded to the Packers.
purgatory.
So this is
There's no
but
chance.
just put him in better. Just put him in better.
No,
Eh,
but
it's
it's
too
too
early
early
to
to
tell.
tell.
They needed
What?
to
break the ball
They're
through.
not a
All
special
this
category.
They need their own category.
Wee.
Luckily, I don't have to listen to anyone because I control the board.
Got him.
You
Uh-huh.
damn right,
Sure.
Brandon. You do whatever you want, buddy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tony Reali.
Live your
Mute
life.
us. Mute us.
Go for it.
I control the board, so I'm just gonna just do that. Screw those guys, right? Okay. AFC
You don't
North.
think the Raiders got better? Nah, actually,
no,
I would-
there's no way
The Raiders became the Patriots, dude.
The Raiders at best are same because they swapped Derek Carr for Jimmy
you're
Garoppolo,
right.
and they
Jimmy
brought in
Garoppolo's going to
Jacoby
be
Myers.
injured in 5 games.
Right. They got
It's
rid of
just-
Darren Waller. Yeah.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Garoppolo is just a Derek Carr that recently went through the car wash.
He's like a
But he's got that nice
customer, dude.
Patriots shine.
He's
Yeah.
Derek Carr
He's
with
like
like
Derek.
air freshener.
Yeah.
He's like Derek Carr if you took his makeup off.
He smells of pine and maybe some tar, like one of those nice aromatic foam shampoos.
You guys remember this
You
trick?
get that nice flavor. You're going for a hot date, but you're going to Chili, so you don't want to go all out. That's Jimmy G.
I mean,
You're
the
taking a
Raiders
hot
right
date
now,
to Chili's?
like they
I'm
are.
just saying.
They are
This is Davis money, so
Okay, that's fair.
The
you don't
Raiders
want
are
to
the
beat them at PF Chang's.
Nope, Bird's not. No. They're the most aggressively mid team right now in terms of free agency because they've made a bunch of moves, but like they haven't moved it. And I have to think that Rodgers going on McAfee yesterday and saying, well, there's only one other guy I really want to be reunited with, and it's Devontae Adams. And Raiders fans just sitting there going, oh, cool. Could have had him instead of Jimmy
Yeah, we could've
Garoppolo.
had-
That's
and
fine.
Jimmy
That's
Jesus.
fine.
Aggressively mid sounds like an album. Like
That sounds like AB's
album.
next
I was
album.
going to say it's AB's next album.
Yeah, aggressively mid.
Actually, mid's a compliment to AB's rapping skill.
That's why it's aggressive.
Who we got next, Brandon?
Ravens. They put the non-exclusive on old Lamar Jackson. Justice Hill returning for a year, and corner Trayvon Mullen returning for a year. They lose Chuck Clark, and Broncos sign their guard Ben Powers, which was a really big loss for the Ravens because it was a huge gain for me.
Oh, we're not gonna do the Broncos.
We're going division. We're going AFC North, and then
but you
South.
just did
I
that.
just threw the teams that I hated down there into worse since I had
Okay.
control of the board.
All right, we'll circle back to the Broncos.
It's me
then.
flexing my power right now.
And we could do easy ones. I mean, you could do the Rams. They're 100% worse.
Oh, they rebuilding.
They're all going all the way down to hell to rebuild.
Yeah, I don't think the Ravens got better, but
I think
I'd
they're
say the Ravens
same
are around
or
the same then.
worse.
Ravens are the same.
I'd say Ravens are same right now, but
Unless
they could.
another team signs Lamar Jackson, then they're 100%
Then-
worse.
Then they're
Yeah.
done. But they have Pro
Ravens-
Bowler Tyler Huntley. So
They've always been a team that rebuilds through the draft. They've never been a big free agency team.
Correct.
yes.
okay.
It's a smart strategy.
Bengals, Cincinnati. They make a big signing for tackle Orlando Brown coming over by way of
Ooh.
Kansas City. 4-year, $64 million. Also, guard Cody Ford. Was he coming over from Buffalo, Cody Ford?
I'm not sure.
Where was Cody Ford at? Cody, I'm pretty sure he was the Bills.
Let
Yeah.
me double check.
Yep.
This
Looks like
sounds
he was
like a
Cardinals.
wrestler.
He was a Cardinal.
Was he a Cardinal last year?
Yep.
Oh,
Looks
wow. He
like
was
it.
with the Bills before that then.
Yeah, you're right. It was 3 years with the Bills, 1 year with the Cards on the
Do you think the
NFL.
Chiefs offer him like significantly more money, but he just wants to play left tackle?
No,
I think, but my question is, like, since he doesn't have a hole at left tackle, unless they want to keep Jonah Williams there, I know they cut Lyle, so I thought they'd be going with right tackle there.
So, but because that's the thing, if they're using him as a
Bengals
left
cut
tackle, I think
Lyle?
it's the 16th.
I know he had been injured a good bit, so they're kind of trying to shed that payroll, I think.
He's the 16th highest paid LT, if that's the case, which is a great deal for the Bengals. It's just gonna be a matter of like, how's that going to work out? But they also lost Jesse Bates. Didn't they lose another secondary player also?
Von Bell, yeah.
Yeah, they lost Von Bell also. So their secondary didn't get better.
So they haven't released Lyle yet.
Yeah, they're rumored to be cutting him though.
Shoot, do that so the Cowboys can sign this man.
He
Slide
had
right
been
in.
injured a ton.
The
last
reason
year. I
why
think that's
they're
the
cutting
problem.
him, yeah.
And then the
Go
early
ahead
part of
with
the year,
that.
he got blown to bits.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. We'll just come back
And
on
the thing with the
Dallas.
Bengals too, you have to remember they lost a lot of their defense. Von Bell and Jesse Bates are both gone.
Yeah.
So
I say-
I'm going to say I think they got worse because they're trying to save up for that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase extension.
I say they're around the same because they kind of did a little at it, but they also lost P. Ryan too. Yeah.
Yep, they lost some options.
Yeah,
I
make
would-
him worse.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
depth.
say like a little worse.
Make
And they
him
might lose T. Higgins if they trade him.
Hi,
Okay.
T.
Then
Higgins.
they're definitely worse.
I want him to go on the Broncos just so you have to do that every stream, bro.
I'm trying to find a T for bench warmer brewed, and we're gonna call it High T Higgins.
Yes. Wait, did you just say we're trying to find a T?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no more Tom's
Yeah.
tea.
I got it's a chai. It's gonna be Chai T Higgins.
You know what? That's totally worth the lawsuit.
Yeah.
It's totally worth it.
Shy T.
Um,
Higgins.
All right. Jermaine Pratt, that was a good re-sign for the Bengals. Then you got the Browns. Okay.
The Brownies.
Can we just put the
oh,
Browns
no.
in their own category?
Of just trash.
Did you see? Oh, what? Because I
What
I
have they
saw it on-
even done?
I saw it on
Put them
Twitter.
in 240 million guaranteed category. Put
Hey,
them
we
in
They did
that category.
restructure Devon.
They did
Deshaun,
restructure.
but I think he's has like $64 million cap.
He still gets
next
it
year.
all. He still gets it
So-
all. They just
Oh yeah, they'll just
they just
spread it over
spread it
more
out.
years.
Uh-huh.
I saw this on Twitter today, and I thought that this was phenomenal because they got Thornhill, right? And so
Yep.
if you look at his contract because of the Deshaun Watson contract, so literally the majority of his contract, I think it's like 44% of it is all voided just because they can't pay him because Deshaun Watson's cap is $64 million for the
Yeah.
next 3 seasons, not this year, but the next 3 seasons.
It's all signing bonus.
How are they paying him in wampum or something? What is
Dude,
it?
I said this on Twitter today, and I know like the Walker trade is probably its biggest competition. If Watson is bad and or even average, it might be the worst trade of all time. It's them and Walker. But it depends what the Texans do.
Well,
because it's the context of they basically sold out to get him. The contract is one of the worst contracts. It screwed up the QB market for guaranteed money. And I know Russell Wilson, that's not even cracking the top 5 compared to that one.
Well, Russell Wilson could be bad if he doesn't revive because they did extend him too.
And also Watson was bad last year. He was awful. He had a couple flashes, some moments where he got his legs underneath him, but for the most part, he was not worth.
Yeah, if he's bad, it's because the Walker one you could argue because of like the results of that trade, right? Like, and you look at like how well one franchise did and how poor the other one did. But it's like if the Texans are able to like rebuild with that, then. Just saying.
That's
and for a guy that was never going to play with him.
Here's the Browns' moves. You just mentioned Juan Thornhill. They re-sign Taki at linebacker. Maybe the most fun player name to say.
I like
Dalvin Tomlinson at defensive tackle. That was kind of their big splash. 4-year, $57 million. Tristan Hill, and then center Ethan. Oh God.
Ethan Pochich.
Thank you. Oh God, here's another tough one. Ogbo
Okoronkwo. He was pretty good.
Okoronkwo,
yeah, he was good last year.
Whew. My literacy is really showing strong.
Yeah, man. I mean, he had 5 sacks last year for the Texans. He did pretty well.
3-year, $19 million. So
I mean,
about the same.
I would say.
Didn't they release?
They released Clowney, but he was injured. So, I mean, they mostly have health. I think they relatively stayed the same.
They're worse.
And
if they have to trade Nick Chubb to get under that cap, they have gotten worse.
Sorry, that'd be amazing. Sorry.
That would be hilarious. Hey, honestly, I'm saying this is a division rival. Please keep being shit, Cleveland. Please keep being terrible. I implore you. Because at the end of the day, nothing makes me happier than seeing a team about 100 miles north of me being garbage. And it makes us all happy.
That's fair.
Please
they
keep
might
going.
move on. Is Kareem Hunt a free agent?
He is, I believe, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll say worse. Slightly.
Yeah. It's a wash.
All right. And
Pittsburgh.
then we're
Can we just
Steelers.
What do you think, Tree?
Steelers.
You get to grade your own team.
What'd y'all do?
Well, we signed Nate Herbig, probably guard depth, competing at left guard with Kevin Dotson. Larry Ogunjobi is staying, so I think they paid him a little too much, but I feel like you did need to plug up that hole. I mean, you don't have much else there. Cole Holcomb is now a Steeler, but you did lose Devin Bush. You just cut Miles Jack, and Robert Spillane is gone, so there goes your run protection and blitz. Landon Roberts is there too, but we did sign Pat Pete. So he did okay last year, but you did lose Cam Sutton. So I feel like what the main concern is they've never been a huge free agency team. I feel like they still have some more moves to make, but I feel like most of their decision is going to be at the draft. So I feel like they've stayed relatively the same for the most part.
Would you have rather had Stephon Gilmore than Patrick Peterson?
Cap hit. You would have had to keep the cap hit. So honestly, I feel like Pat Pete is cheaper, and plus you've already invested a ton in that defense. You have a lot of money invested in TJ Watt. There's rumors of them bringing back Bud Dupree. You have to pay a couple other guys as well. So I feel like they wouldn't have been able to afford Gilmore.
Okay.
Can always
So where do we land with this?
They're the same.
Relatively the same.
Kenny Pickett.
They haven't done anything egregious yet. So as long as they don't sign Taylor Lewan to a ridiculous deal, I'm okay.
All right. Bussing with the boys.
Miles Jack did get cut.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I thought he just did.
Miles Jack was not down.
Yeah, Jack was he was kind of last year. He was kind of the same thing as a Joe Schobert. I thought he was going to be a bit better, but the inside linebacker like Devin Bush just fell apart after that ACL tear. And then you have, Miles Jack who's just he was better, but like than Schobert. But like I expected more out of both of them, to be completely honest.
Did y'all see this super chat about LL Cool J and Brad Paisley had a duet?
Yeah, I highlighted it.
Like a while ago.
Oh.
It's like 20 years ago, man.
Yeah.
No, the super chat just happened. They were suggesting that's what Scooter and Perna say.
Anything is possible. Who we
All
got
right.
next?
Ain't
The
that
Houston
right?
Texans.
El Texano.
I
They
say
have
better.
Tejanos.
they've made a plethora of moves, guys.
A
Case
plethora.
Keenum, wide receiver Noah Brown. Is that coming over from Dallas? Noah Brown?
Yep.
I think
That's
so.
coming from
Wow.
Dallas.
Bobby Trees also catching balls there now. Robert Woods, 2 years. Andrew Beck, tight end, hybrid, running back, fullback, whatever you need Andrew Beck to do, he can do it, Houston. Shaq Mason at guard. Center, Scott Quisenberry. Edge, Chase Winovich. Defensive line, Sheldon Rankins. Hassan Ridgeway. Safety, MJ Stewart. And safety, Jimmy Ward.
Jimmy Ward's a good get.
That's a
I
lot.
They just went out and spent like a drunken sailor.
Yeah, they got
It
better.
sounds like
I say
they're-
they got better because the floor is so low. They
Exactly.
were the worst
You-
team in the
True.
league.
You
So,
couldn't
like,
get much worse.
They got better when D'Amico Ryans came to the team. So it's kind of just like here, and now they're like, they're like a tiny
And
bit
now-
better there.
And now they're gonna draft at number 2 overall because Lovie Smith didn't execute Executive Order 46 or whatever. He was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that. I didn't get the message." So now they don't have the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
They're
Plethora.
getting better.
Plethora.
Yes.
Plethora. Plethora.
Would you say I have a plethora of piñatas? Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Colts. All right.
I love the awkward silences.
Everyone loves some awkward silence, especially with those dad jokes, man. Especially.
Plethora.
They re-signed receiver Ashton Doolin, defensive line David Bryan, edge Samson Ebukam, Tyquan Lewis, EJ Speed at linebacker, and kicker Matt Gay gets a 4-year, $22.5 million deal. So
Isn't that one of the largest deals for a kicker in NFL history?
that's a big one. They cut Matt Ryan.
Mhm.
Samson Ebukam is a decent edge rusher. Like,
yeah.
just
with the
like-
Niners last year, I think, right?
yeah. But it
They-
feels like the Colts got worse. It feels like they're
They-
getting worse.
The Colts got worse when the Panthers traded up for the number 1 overall pick. Like
Yeah.
it was completely out of their hands. Then they got worse.
Yep. Plus, they lost Bobby Okereke. They lost Stephon Gilmore. They're losing a few other
Harris
pieces.
Campbell,
on
too.
the defense. Ryan Kelly is rumored to be on the trade block. So there are
That
a
is
few other.
Okereke. Bobby Okereke.
It's Okereke. It's Okereke.
Aw, I've been.
I wish it
saying
was. I wish it was Okereke. I thought it was the same too, and then I hear it's Okereke. It's like, damn. It's like saying you think Chuba Hubbard is pronounced Chubba Hubbard, and
Oh,
then when
yeah.
I found out it was Chuba, it was the saddest day of my life.
Yeah.
Running the ball is always good.
All
Chubba
right,
Hubbard.
then we've got the
That's big trouble.
Jaguars. They bring in quarterback CJ Beathard and tight end Evan Ingram, defensive line Roy Robertson Harris, and safety Andrew Wingard. He flies.
Who did they lose?
I think they lost. I forget who they lost.
Their
Oh,
faith.
does it not say the
One of their defensive linemen.
Hey, the Jaguars are on the up. I mean, they didn't add much, but they've done well with their free agent signings. I mean, they really. A lot of people said they overpaid for Kirk last year, but he lived up to the contract.
It did break the wide receiver market, though.
It did, but he personally played up to the value of his contract. If you ask me, like he played really well.
Maybe they were thinking long range game because they knew AJ Brown was going to leave their division and help them
Yeah.
win their division. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if they necessarily got better, but they're a team that's definitely headed in that direction.
And and Calvin Ridley's going to be there this season too.
Yeah,
so-
that was a good
I'd
get.
say
I say
relatively
better
the same.
just for Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
I say
Yeah,
they're at least
their
floor is
big
same.
loss was their tackle Jawan Taylor, who the Chiefs signed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they lost Arden Key
Yes.
on their defensive edge, which the Raiders drafted, and I think
Do
he
y'all
played pretty
remember
well for them
Justin
last year.
Blackman?
Yes.
Wasted potential. It's sad.
Yeah. He's still on the
The
he
Twitters.
still is eligible to come back, but they've never reacted. He must have done something really wrong. I mean,
Well, he had a huge drinking problem.
yeah,
He's
Uche.
33.
Yeah.
So we think the Texans and Jags both got a little bit better, and the Colts got worse.
Yes.
fair.
Yep.
And the Titans probably got worse.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
and
they
maybe
got
the worst
absolutely
division in football, half of the teams got even shittier.
Well,
Yeah,
with the Titans too, they had to rebuild. They were in football hell,
Right.
And they
you got
might
all
be
these
trading
rumors.
Derrick Henry.
Maybe they still are. They are.
They are deep in the football hell. And you have to remember too, like Rand Carthon says, you can't play like the Golden State Warriors, even though they won a ring last year and are a dynasty in the NBA. I don't know, man. He's a meat and potatoes kind of guy.
Like even right now, like it's hard to be like predicting who the top or the bottom 5 teams are going to be next year because like there could be a lot of bad teams.
Usually it's someone random and no one expects. Nobody expected the
Commanders
Broncos to be bad. No one expected the Rams to be bad. No one expected the Cardinals to be that bad.
Like the Cardinals, they're gonna have a rough year. The Colts,
dude.
they're gonna have a rough year, likely unless they get somebody. I don't even know who they're gonna get a QB. The Titans are probably gonna have a rough year. Like, yeah, it's.
Yeah, if the Commanders are carting out Sam Howell, like they're gonna be.
Hey,
bad.
they got Jacoby Brissett.
Got the Brissett.
But their goal is to start Howell.
Yeah,
Well, Jacoby will compete. Jacoby had a pretty decent season last year.
he was actually good. He did better. He did a lot better than he should have made the
Jacoby
Pro Bowl over
Brissett
Tyler Huntley.
Has never intimidated me. Like that's never a name I hear and like I'm fearful that we're going to lose to Jacoby Brissett.
Oh my God! Please
Where
clip
did he
this
go to
for when the
college?
Cowboys lose to Jacoby Brissett. Please,
Yes.
please,
We're not
Please.
losing to Jacoby Brissett.
please.
Yes.
Where did
And-
Jacoby Brissett go to college?
Florida. Like he went to
Oh.
Florida for a season. I know what I'm talking about. I've seen this man play. For a
Scooter,
while.
you want to make a bet that the Commanders beat the Cowboys at least once next season?
Sure.
Yes. Okay, great.
What are we betting?
I think the Commanders got a little better.
Okay.
With what?
They
on.
have signed Jacoby Brissett, tackle Andrew Wiley coming over from the Chiefs, which I think is a good move for them.
That's not bad.
They did get,
Nick
and they bring
Bates.
back Daron Payne. They brought him back, which is huge.
Daron Payne, that was a huge player to retain. They got Cam Dantzler off of waivers from the Vikings. Danny Johnson, linebacker. David Mayo, linebacker. Cody Barton. F.A. Obata at edge. I feel like slightly better at this
We'll see.
point. But I
All
could
right,
be wrong.
Scoots, because obviously the Commanders are the underdog here.
No, I'm not taking any underdog bets.
Because they're the underdog. Here's my suggestion: if the Commanders beat, it doesn't have to be Jacoby Brissett, because maybe Sam Howell. If the Commanders beat the Dallas Cowboys at least once next season, you have to make a video that is not satirical, can't have any disclaimers about how the Cowboys need to trade Dak to the Commanders. And you can't like joke about it. You can't put out any disclaimers saying like it's a joke video. You have to be dead serious that they have to trade him.
Yeah, and multiple tweets too.
Has to go on the channel. You could just like be like, here you go. Just got to go on the channel.
What do I get when we win?
Ooh, that's so you need to do something then. You need to make Tom suffer.
You need to
If they
make a
sweep-
non-satirical video saying
Kirk Cousins. I'll do Kirk
I
Cousins.
am because okay.
Kirk Cousins should be the next
Because of
franchise
the way
QB
this
for the
season is
Packers.
going, because I'm going to be thinking, I don't know, the schedule's not out yet, but whenever we win our second game, you have to make a video saying I am no longer a Packers fan. I am a Vikings fan from here on out. No disclaimers.
Nobody's gonna believe that.
anything-
Scoots. That's the problem. No one's
What?
gonna believe it. No one's gonna believe it.
I think that he should make a video saying that
You can't
letting
comment on
Rodgers
it?
go
I'd
was a
say Kirk
mistake.
Cousins would probably be more believable because if Jordan Love's not good, then you could get a little bit more believable saying like, yeah, we should need to sign Kirk Cousins. I feel like that one's better for going for realism. I'll make the Vikings video. That'll be easy because no one's gonna believe it. So
Okay.
Gardner Minshew just signed with the Colts, and I'm moving them up to better.
Oh,
They
Gardner
just got
Minshew, get
better.
those mustache.
they get better on stream.
There
There
it
you
is.
go. Just
That's what we're
got
doing on Clickbait.
better.
We're breaking the news right as it goes.
Tom, I'll get back to you. We'll coordinate.
Colts don't even need to draft a quarterback right now.
Nope,
In
done.
fact, the Colts
have
don't even need
Sam
to have a
Ellinger.
backup quarterback right
Whoa,
now.
whoa, whoa! Ian Rappaport, Indy lands its backup.
backup.
Dis-
You
Disrespect.
blasphemous talker,
The
Ian.
disrespect.
Do they really think Will Levis is going to be starting in Indianapolis his first year? No.
All I
No,
know
that
is
man puts mayo in his coffee.
They have
That's
Sam
not
Elder.
starting
They're
caliber.
fine.
talking about the AFC sucks. That's all I know. Can we get to the teams that matter now?
It's
Oh,
the
really? I mean, the
Philadelphia
AFC is
Eagles.
stacked.
They
The
look
NFC
the
is
best
irrelevant.
quarterback.
The AFC
Cowboys.
sucks, bro. It's all about the NFC. I don't
Go
care.
Birds.
Sure.
You know what? I think the Eagles, we're gonna say staying the same right now.
No.
Because-
No,
The
they're
Eagles
trying to-
got worse.
Hold on
They
a second.
lost so
Let me
many
finish.
people. They got
They-
worse.
Let me finish. These Philadelphia Eagles, who everybody said will not have a defense next year because of a mass exodus that's going to happen. Well, they've got Fletcher Cox coming back, Brandon Graham coming back, James Bradbury coming back, and the guy everybody thought was gone, and Darius Slay is back.
Yeah.
Plus,
and
they
they've
get Rashad
also
Penny.
lost
They get
multiple
Rashad Penny
players.
and Jason
Move
Kelce back.
them down
They
to
lost Miles
worse.
Sanders.
They were going to lose multiple
They did.
players regardless because of the salary cap.
It
It's
was
just how
not
it is.
as bad as
So
I
when
thought
that
it was going to be.
happens, your
Yeah.
team gets worse. You don't get the same
no.
if you're losing multiple good players. Yes,
say
they
Howie
were able
Rose.
to retain 4 of their great players, but they also lost
One,
more than
two,
4 good
three,
players as
4,
well.
5, 6 key players they have retained and added Rashad Penny so far.
Yeah, whatever Roseman is doing, or Rose or Roseman?
Howie Roseman.
Roseman, whatever he's doing to convince these players that they should stay together is working. Like, I thought it was going to be a bloodbath. At least I was happy when Darius Slay got cut. I was like, finally, get this man out of here. But he's coming right back on a
I'm kind of glad they're all coming back, honestly. I'm glad for the rivalry. It's going to be good. It's going to be heated, but they did not stay the same. That's the hill I'm dying on. They got worse. 5, what would you say? They
I'd
didn't
say
stay
they-
the same. They got worse.
I'd say
right?
they
Yes or
stayed
no?
the same. There's no huge, tremendous loss, and they could pick up some more parts. They can draft again,
There's
get
The
some
number
late
10
round
overall
picks.
pick.
Yeah. They're going to be fine, which I thought it was going to be a bloodbath, but we'll see. I
All
would
right,
say they
Scooter,
stayed the same.
Cowboys, go for it.
They lost their center.
Cowboys
Oh,
got
yeah.
better.
No,
We got better.
We got to
What?
play in memory of their backup center, the last play as a Dallas Cowboy.
Final play, it looks like barring a penalty. Prescott over the middle of the turret, gets smoked right away, and that'll do it, the 49er. And on the last play, Cowboys needed a miracle. Didn't have it on this thing.
Look
Why
at that,
do
man.
you-
You let one of your better running backs over the last 20
play
days.
of the game. Like every year. Why?
Because
but-
you're coached
yeah,
by Mike
Cowboys got-
McCarthy and your team's owned by Jerry
Y'all gave
Jones.
us the
That's why.
material. That's all I gotta say.
The Cowboys got better. And
Heroes get
the-
remembered.
Can
Memes
I have the
live
floor
forever.
for my team, please? Just
Yes,
for my
you may.
team.
You may.
Okay.
You may.
Okay.
You may.
Cowboys got better. Here's why.
Mhm.
And the league needs to be afraid too, because Jerry Jones actually made a very difficult decision. Okay. I did not think we were going to cut Zeke. I think Zeke played injured. And I think because he played injured, a lot of his stats look deflated. Had he taken the necessary time to heal up, the same way Baker Mayfield should have taken the necessary time to heal up, I think Zeke would still be on the team today.
It's like buttholes. Everybody has them.
That was awesome.
So the fact that Jerry Jones was able to make that hard, and that's a hard decision because if you look at all the reports out, Jerry Jones wanted to keep Zeke. They were talking about negotiating a deal with Zeke. But the fact that we were able to make that hard decision, now we have a lot more money in free agency. We bring in Stephon Gilmore. We now have one of the best tandem quarterbacks in the league, arguably, and Stephon Diggs and Diggs and Gilmore.
Yeah.
Then we also have Jordan Lewis, which a lot of people are forgetting coming back from injury. We re-signed Donovan Wilson, which I don't know if you guys even know who this guy is, but he is one of the most underrated players in the NFL. Re-signed Donovan Wilson. We restructure a whole bunch of our players, and Tyron Smith and Michael Gallup. We re-signed Van Der Esch, 2 years, $10 million. Great deal, great value. Really, all the things that we need to do now, we still got to get a receiver. We have to make a decision with Dalton Schultz as well.
Did you see that guy's screen
ultimately,
name?
I believe we got better.
His name was Unsolicited Ditka.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
I hate it when people
what
send
do
me
you guys
Ditka
think, though?
pics all the time. I'm
What
like,
did you guys?
I
What were
just
you
look at my
guys
phone
thinking
and
when
there's
you
Mike
saw the
Ditka.
Zeke news?
And it's always that one where he's wearing a gown with Ricky Williams.
With Ricky Williams,
every time.
yeah.
Yes.
What's up?
Scooter. Oh, I'll answer your question, Scooter. When I saw it, my first thought was you, Scooter, because we talked about it on this show. I think I said that Jerry was going to try everything he could to keep him, but someone would have sat Jerry down and been like, "These are the numbers, and this is his production."
Probably was Steven.
And someone listened, and I guess Jerry listened, or they did it when he was in the bathroom. They were like, "Yo, cut Zeke. He's taking a dump." But no, I don't know if that significantly weakens you at all, honestly, by getting rid of Zeke. I think you're probably in a better position now.
You fed Zeke his unemployment papers.
If anything, I would say you guys stayed the same or got.
What did you think
maybe
when you
slightly
saw us
better.
sign Gilmore?
I think Gilmore's washed. I think he's.
You think Gilmore is washed?
He's not the elite Super Bowl level.
I mean, we can bring up the stats for Gilmore last season. He was in the 90th percentile for
He was very good last year
for literally
Very
every
good.
position.
Okay,
So
well,
I actually
maybe I'm
tweeted
wrong.
something. I said, I'm going to show this to everyone who says Gilmore is washed.
No,
So,
he's good.
All
right, so the Cowboys stayed the same.
What was Tom trying to say?
Tom?
Is it my turn yet?
92nd percentage cover grade, 93rd cover grade in single coverage, 98
Okay.
in the slot.
PFF.
He's not washed.
Okay. All right, fine.
Bear work.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Tom,
you.
what were you
I'll
trying to say,
admit
though?
when I'm wrong.
Okay. Stephon Gilmore, before last season, was washed. He 100% was, because he was injured to all hell. Went to the Panthers, spent that whole thing. It took a while just to get him suited up on a week-to-week basis. He healed up, did very, very well in Indy. So I think that is a good trade for Dallas. I don't know if he's going to be able to replicate his stats from last year, but I think at minimum, it's a solid pickup. 1. 2, I don't know if you can classify the Cowboys as better because their owner made a decision to fix their mistake that owner made a few years ago by giving Zeke that contract. And Scooter, if you recall last year before the season, I agreed with you because I said Zeke was hurt the previous year. And before that, he was running really, what was like weeks 1 through 6 or something. He was running really, really well. But I feel like we can't use that excuse anymore. And just to say Jerry Jones rectified a mistake doesn't necessarily make him better. I'd put the Cowboys around the same. I don't think they necessarily got better or worse. I think their secondary got better. But like signing guys like Leighton Van Der Esch, who has moments where he's like, yeah, like he's
Leighton
that
Vander
guy.
Esch had
He
one of
had
his
a good
best
year
seasons
last year. He had a good year.
This
Like
man
last
had a
year,
breakout season last year.
he was
It was
back in it.
on comparison with his rookie year.
Last
I
season.
like how he has the neck brace.
But
That's my
like
favorite
the
thing.
following, like the previous year, I think it's just like they're around the same. I think that's where they are.
All
We'll
right.
see.
Moving on. We have got the Los Angeles Chargers, who are already on the list at worst.
Yeah, just put him down at work.
Brandon, we should everyone should do their team. So Tom should, because we're running out of time.
Oh yeah. I'll just say the
Our teams
Giants
first.
didn't make very many moves. They probably stayed
Darren
the same.
Waller.
Yeah, I mean,
you got Darren
we're
Waller, but-
same or slightly better. They didn't lose any big pieces. Darius Slayton was retained. They're going to have basically the same team from last year, and plus Darren Waller.
I don't know if that's really a good thing because you got
Give
really
him better.
lucky last year in a lot of aspects.
Okay.
I'm
What did
glad
you
the
say?
I mean, I
Giants
think
signed
they'll be around
Darren
500. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs again.
Just put the Rams in worse, just to save time. Just put the Rams.
Look at their division.
Rams definitely got worse.
Rams
Cardinals.
got worse.
Cardinals.
Cards
they don't-
all-
Cardinals
Cardinals
got
absolutely
worse, and Kyler Murray's hurt.
I mean, honestly, they may have gotten better just by
I mean, the
getting rid
Bucks-
of Kingsbury.
The Bucks got Baker Mayfield. So
Yeah, no,
I think
they're
Baker
worse.
Mayfield's as good as Tom Brady, if not better.
Yeah, actually.
They have stayed the same.
Who's
Oh,
Did you
well,
watch
I mean,
Tom
they-
Brady last year? Terrible.
Getting rid of all those guys,
They
plus
are
you got
not
rid of
the
Donovan
same.
Smith, who got a bunch of holding calls. So
Well,
Who's
Whoa.
starting for the Bucks?
Wow, who just got
No,
a 3-hundo?
Oh, wow, a 3-hundo.
Yes,
There you
not
go.
me.
There you go.
Shadow, thank you.
Just like the wild wind.
Shadow spending money like the Denver Broncos in free agency, baby, who 100% got better. Why? Because we spent a lot of money, and money
You spent a
fixes
lot of money?
everything.
Yes,
Also,
tell that about
bar
how
was
Russell
pretty
Wilson.
low. Bar
So,
was
we'll
pretty
see-
low.
We'll see it 6-10 next year, buddy.
Bar is
Sean
low.
Payton.
He's not wrong. The bar is very, very low.
Yeah, it's hard to
We
get
win
lower
7
than-
games. Huge improvement.
Oh no.
Oh no!
It's not me. It's not me. Yes, it's not me.
Oh, it's not me.
Oh no! It's...
Wait, no, that is me.
Yes.
Ooh.
Looks like I'm
Ooh,
getting
no,
there's
it's a
more coming
200.
in. There's more coming in. Who got
Look-
that?
Oh no,
What?
yeah, that's
Stop
has to be
it.
Brandon. It's Brandon.
What the hell is happening?
Why?
Because
Is this all
Brandon.
Perna?
Yeah, I
Brandon,
think
you
Tom
press-
is directing people. I think Tom's
I
directing
swear to
No.
God, I
No.
was checking out my latest video on how it was doing.
Sure, Tom.
Uh,
I know about that secret chat. Yeah.
I'm on my Jets fan reaction video. I'm hearting comments.
I'm gonna donate it to the Denver Broncos, and by donate it to them, I will go on.
Walmart needs more
spending
money.
spree at Walmart.
Weren't you supposed to
Okay.
already do that?
No, I was supposed to do high knees in
High
Walmart.
knees at Walmart.
Yeah, there are a lot of punishments people still have to do.
Yeah,
I'm clear.
y'all are overdue. I wore a wig for y'all.
Oh,
right.
I wore a wig, dude. I
you wore
fornicated with a
whole
whopper.
wig?
Come on.
Oh,
Y'all made me
be
watch
fair,
it.
I
that
destroyed my
wasn't a part of the-
reputation
God,
on
what is
this
that, the fourth
program.
time you've been punished
over
on
and
this
over,
show?
man.
Hold on, let me pull out my violin here. Hold on.
You had to wear a wig. Oh no, you had to paint a painting. You poor thing. It's so sad.
He's gotten punished 4 times, and he's like, I got to pursue my hobbies and watch a movie.
I went
It's
into
just like it was
Walmart
awful.
dressed as an eagle 5. I went into Walmart as an eagle.
Oh no,
You know
that's
what?
so sad. That's so sad.
Y'all are
Good.
complaining, then punish me. That's all. I
Okay,
got.
Alright.
let's just Saints got
Honestly,
better because
I think just being in your shoes is punishment enough. honestly.
Jamal Williams, I love
Yeah.
that signing.
That
They
is
lost a
pretty
bunch of
bad.
defensive tackles, but no like super crazy ones. So yeah, I think that they definitely got better.
The Lions,
The
just
Lions-
by losing Jamal Williams, got worse.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that
they
Did you
was
got
see where he
terrible.
signed?
I
He signed
love-
with the Saints for nothing. That was
David Montgomery. They got Montgomery. I think they're at least same, at least, but they're not worse. I don't think the Lions are worse.
Yeah,
They did
Lions
sign
are.
back Graham Glasgow, their former lineman. We
I
borrowed
feel
him
like
for a couple.
more of the teams that are worse are more or less trying to focus on the draft.
All right. 49ers. I think Javon Hargrave,
Hargrave.
Yeah.
Oh,
better alone.
It definitely made them a lot.
Yeah,
stronger.
yeah. Which
All
we
right,
didn't
the
mention
one-
that they got him from the
Yep,
Eagles.
from the
Oh.
Eagles.
there you go, Perna. You got a shout out.
Local radio. Suck it,
from
losers.
From Wolf. There you go.
Who's talking about you guys on Denver Talk Radio? Nobody.
They did get Mosley too, and Sutton too. I mean, like I'm talking about the Lions still, but
Falcons. They added a lot. They got Heineke,
Yep.
Johnny Smith,
Mhm.
Keith Smith, fullback.
Mhm.
Caleb. They re-signed Keith Smith. Tackle.
They're better.
They retained their tackle. And they spent a lot of money to keep that offensive line together. They bring in Jesse Bates.
Falcons better.
Better.
Again, low bar, but they got better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Panthers?
Adding Jesse Bates alone helps that defense.
Panthers. I don't know if they got better. You know,
They'll get better. It depends on
Remember.
who they draft because their big move was moving up to number 1.
I think the Panthers are getting better.
I know,
Miles
you know what though, but they
Sanders?
lost DJ Moore. I mean, like that's
Yeah.
a huge loss. So I
Same.
Gotta pay to play, baby.
But
Gotta pay
will
to
be
play.
better.
I don't think
can't
they
be
want to
better.
get better though. I don't think
We'll say same because they were not in a good spot last year. Bears, Chicago.
they got
Tom,
DJ Moore, so they'll already
Bears.
better.
Bears are winning. Packers the same as always until they lose Aaron Rodgers, so they're in purgatory.
Woohoo! Hey, we got Keisha. Hey! I recruited a long snapper, so just saying.
Well, Seahawks got better just by Draymond Jones alone. I hate that team now.
Vikings, they re-signed Harrison Smith. They're going to lose Darius Smith. They're kind of...
Yeah, they released Harrison Smith. They released Kendricks.
No, Harrison Smith is re-signing with them.
Oh, I thought he got cut. I know they lost Thielen. They
lost. Yeah, they kind of...
The Vikings are in a spot where
they're in a full-scale rebuild. They're in the rebuild stage. Pat Pete, they lost him.
They may have overperformed more than any team last year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at their metrics. Look at their defensive stats. Look at their point differential. Like, they won the games that they lost in hilarious fashion.
Hey, none of that.
What was that?
Oh, my God. That's
Patrick Starr.
Punishment.
And you have to use the accent. You have to use the accent.
Mm-hmm.
You have to speak like Patrick Starr.
What does he sound like?
SpongeBob, mayonnaise an instrument.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Patrick
Russ
Wilson is not cooking.
That's not what he wanted to cook.
Man,
Tom, can you do a
start
SpongeBob?
this countdown immediately?
Can I do SpongeBob? It's super nasally and high, so probably. I've never
Can you
tried.
sing the countdown song in the SpongeBob? Oh, look at that.
Oh
Patrick
my
Starr.
God.
that looks like a thumb with a random.
Definitely
face
just
on
got
it.
demonetized if we weren't already.
That
With that risque pose.
That looks
Patrick
like a
Starr's doing, he
micro
looks like he's
peen.
twerking.
What is that?
Yeah.
That's a
Patrick
sad
Starr.
penis.
That's not ideal.
That is a sad penis.
That's what it is.
I think Brandon should dress as a penis.
Doesn't he dress like that already? That's his every day.
Hey, he looked great yesterday on GPS primetime, okay? He looked great.
I mean,
He's
he's wearing a French tickler, so you know
y'all
what?
don't
I
put
mean,
the
it's more
initials
like that.
in?
Countdown
Did he
right
carve the
now.
initials in his
It's the
boobies?
final countdown. Yeah. Here we go.
Do it this time. I think we
We're
already.
gonna dress as a penis. Yeah. 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 4. I don't know if I'm on beat because my computer froze. So I'm just gonna pretend that I'm rapping along. Scooter is so done with this show and this song. Oh yeah.
You got it for the first three stanzas.
I
man.
got $33, $32.98.
Nice.
That's a victory in this game.
$265.41.
I got $33.98.
175.48.
Oh, not even
Brandon,
close.
Brandon,
What'd you get, buddy?
Brandon.
$986.
Let's go.
Dude, for
Let's
1,000 bones,
So
dress
you
with
basically
Patrick
you
Starr
have to dress
and
up.
then do the accent.
You have to dress up as Patrick Starr and go to Walmart and do high knees.
No,
Yes.
Hold on. Patrick
Yeah,
Starr,
you need to
which
make
also
good.
means you need to wear like the bathing suit aspect as well. I say since it's $1,000, he also like goes all out and paints his face pink. I think that's fair.
He's
I'd
already
say
pretty
so.
pink. But I would like to see him put some hair, like some artificial colors on his beard and make it
Pink beard.
Yeah, there's a couple
Yeah.
types of Patrick Starr costumes I'm seeing here.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You should only have to
Top
wear
like-
the top of the Patrick Star, but then you have to wear board shorts or something
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Gotta wear that bathing suit.
Mhm.
Yes.
Patrick
And
Starr.
the tightest board shorts that you can find.
Wait, does
'cause we all wanna see
Carmi
those quads.
watch SpongeBob? You could be dad of
Kind
the
of.
year. Dad of the
You
year.
would be dad of the year, or frighten the living crap out of her.
He's not old enough to like pay attention to it. Whoa, look at this guy.
Ooh.
There's ripped Patrick
We can't see it.
Starr.
There's
Show
ripped
it.
Patrick Starr.
Can we see that on the screen? Can you show
Yes.
that to us? Or
Yes,
do you have, like
All I have is the tier.
Nope,
We
that's
need
the
real Patrick Starr.
Yeah, let me.
Come
You
on.
have to talk
Brandon.
like Patrick the entire time.
let me
Yes.
scrub.
Yes.
You
Yes.
have to have the accent. Got it. Oh, hey guys.
We bring it in.
Hey, that's not what he wanted to cook. Oh.
That's not what he.
Hey, SpongeBob.
Do you know that the voice of that is also the guy that played the warden in Shawshank Redemption?
Why would I
No,
know that?
no. No, the warden in Shawshank Redemption is Mr. Krabs.
Why does he have oven mitts?
This is a mutated version. This is Patrick Starr from The Last of Us.
No,
Not
it's-
playing.
Absolutely
that's
what
the
I wanted
costume.
to cook.
No, it's not the warden. It's the warden's assistant.
Yeah, the warden's assistant was the
God.
guy
Oh,
who
yeah.
Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs is the warden.
Yeah, Mr. Krabs
Clancy
is
Brown.
yes, he's the guy who like almost throws
Yeah.
Andy Dufresne off the roof.
Yeah, the guy who plays
Where
Patrick
did
Starr
you
was the
find
guy. He
that
was in
picture?
Coach. He was in Coach.
He was in my
No.
he was in my series.
No, the 90s team.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It is what's his name? Patrick Starr is
Bill
yeah,
Fagerbeck.
you're right. Yeah, I was wrong. You were right.
No,
So that's
the
a
other one.
blow up one. That's an easy one.
Bill Fagerback. Bill Fagerback.
Demonetized.
Paperback.
Fagerback. Yes, that's Patrick.
Paperback.
Wood.
Oh, guys.
All right, so while Perna
You gotta
does
do our
that,
duet wearing this too.
figure that
Stop
out.
playing
Scooter, what
dumb.
do you got coming out?
I'm literally about to make a Zeke video right after this.
Good. And it
Okay.
better show that final play.
Trey.
Not showing the final play.
I just released a video about the Herschel Walker trade.
Oh, there you go.
Ironically.
5.
I'm gonna be doing my taxes.
Okay.
I
just
mail
right
mine
now
in.
on the end of the week.
So did
That's-
I. My
that's
taxes
what
are
I'm
done.
working on.
Brandon, what do you got
I'm
coming out,
finding
bud?
expenses.
I just got a short tonight, and who knows? Who knows what else? I'm a
By the way,
man
I
in
think
this.
I
Aren't all your
secured.
videos short, Brandon?
Okay.
What?
By the way, I think I secured a guest for tomorrow's GPS. I know that we're not off.
Who
but
is it?
Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it.
Secret.
Don't you worry about
Did
it.
y'all
But,
get Kay Adams?
also, yeah, I just put out a Jets season fan reaction. So
Is that a hint?
Brandon,
No.
what are you
it's-
doing?
I have not asked him yet. I'm keeping that in my back pocket for right now.
Dang it.
Oh, look at y'all
Um,
getting guests.
But yeah, Jets season fan reaction, and I put out literally 5 videos and 2
Can't get a
streams
single
yesterday.
guest for this
Go
show.
watch.
But GPS has who did y'all have the other day? The running back?
AJ Dillon, baby.
AJ Dillon. And you can't get a single guest for this show.
Well,
You know,
do you
there's
really
4
want to
of
be a
us,
guest
right?
on this show?
You're fired as the head booker.
I've never been the booker.
We've never been. Five, you're
We
just
don't want
jealous
that
because
job.
the dumpster fire is a dumpster fire. Come on.
I've never read a book.
We've had some awesome guests on the
Someone
Dumpster
in the
Fire.
stream immediately.
No,
In the
I think
stream.
we should keep it on.